So today we are going to discuss a fascinating topic, how narcissists react to direct confrontations. We will explore how addressing their behavior often leads to unexpected and sometimes frustrating responses. Are you ready to dive in? Before we get into it, let me introduce myself. I'm Jen Hachia, and on this channel, we explore the complexities of psychology and manipulation in relationships and professional settings, and then we discuss it in the comments below. So if that feels interesting to you, feel free to subscribe. And if you are a regular watcher, hello there. Now let's get started. So why is it that confronting a narcissist often results in a counterproductive experience? Well, let's reveal the core issue. Narcissists are incredibly skilled at deflecting criticism and maintaining their inflated self-image. So when you challenge them directly, their responses are not only defensive, but strategically manipulative. So let's break down the common scenarios of what happens when you confront a narcissist and how they typically react. So number one, we have calling them selfish. If you accuse a narcissist of being selfish, they will very likely turn the story around and the accusation back to you. They might say something like, "I'm selfish. Everything I do is for you. You're the selfish one because you can't see that." This response is designed to undermine your perspective and shift the blame. According to Stam, narcissists are heavily reliant on external validation due to their underdeveloped self-image, which makes them highly defensive when their self-importance is questioned. The next one is when you accuse them of being attention-seeking. So if you point out that they are always seeking attention, they might dismiss your criticism by saying, "What's wrong with wanting recognition?" This deflection serves to make you question your own perceptions and feel guilty for even raising the issue. Burgo explains that narcissists thrive on admiration and are highly sensitive to any perceived threat to their self-image. The next one is if you point out that they are never listening. Telling a narcissist that they don't listen often leads to insults and dismissive remarks. They might retort with something like, "Your opinions are boring and repetitive." So this reaction reflects on their tendency to devalue others when their behavior is challenged. Besser and Priel highlight that narcissists respond to perceived threats by devaluing others to protect their fragile self-esteem. Now, if you dare to criticize their need to be right, you are in for a trip. If you accuse a narcissist of always being right and never apologizing, they might present a detailed account of their past good deeds to justify their behavior. This tactic shifts focus away from their shortcomings and manipulate you into questioning your own judgments. Miller et al. Found that narcissists use these strategies to deflect criticism and maintain control. Then we have suggesting that they need help. When you suggest to a narcissist that they should seek psychological help, they often project this need onto you. They might say something like, "What? You're the one who needs help. You're insane." This projection is a common defense mechanism to avoid acknowledging their own issues, of course. Saying this, of course, is projection, and it is a common defense mechanism to avoid acknowledging their own issues. If you try to be more confrontational and accuse them of playing the victim, they might accuse you of being the real problem. They might respond with something like, "After all I've been through, how dare you call me a victim in a condescending way? You're the one who's making me feel bad for caring about you." According to Pincus et al., narcissists often use victimhood to manipulate others and avoid responsibility, of course. So if you accuse a narcissist of being fake, they might respond accusing you of trying to hurt them. They might say something like, "Why do you enjoy making me suffer?" This response is a defense mechanism to deflect, again, from their lack of genuine emotional connection. Now, if you try to get into an argument with them and criticize their accomplishments when they are clearly overvaluing what they have done, this might provoke a very harsh attack on your self-esteem. They might say something like, "You are just jealous because you can't achieve anything and you're a failure," or something like that. And according to Burgo, This reaction reveals a deep-seated insecurity and a need to assert superiority. So if you suggest that they are overreacting, they might accuse you of invalidating their feelings by saying something like, "You've always been a source of my pain. You're the reason that I'm going through all these bad things." This exaggeration of their suffering is a way to manipulate you, guilt you, and ultimately control you. And finally, if you reach a point where you have really had enough and you tell them the ultimate truth, then you have to be ready for what's going to happen next. If you tell them that they are controlling and manipulative, this will usually result in a very intense defensive reaction that really exposes them more than anything else. So they might accuse you of being unable to handle the truth, and they will try for sure to assert their own superiority because deep down they are so insecure. This extreme response is rooted in their very deep need for validation and their absolute intolerance for criticism because although they are very insecure, they think they are perfect. So as we covered in this video, each of these reactions is a tactic designed to protect their inflated self-image and deflect blame. And understanding these patterns can help you navigate interactions with narcissists more effectively and maintain your own well-being, which is essential because when you are dealing with someone that is very, very narcissistic, not only your self-image and the way you feel about yourself, but the way that you can relate and connect with other people, and of course, your mental well-being. So now that we have quickly dissected these narcissistic reactions, let's talk about them in the comments below. I would love to hear your experiences and thoughts on dealing with such behaviors. And remember that differing perspectives are absolutely always welcome, as long as we all remain respectful and have a healthy discussion. So I hope you found this video insightful, and if you're interested in more content like this, check out the other videos from this series and also the Ego Next Door podcast, where I delve even deeper into all of these subjects. So see you next time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!